We are going to be talking about the players that have sold the most cards in the past 14 days, pretty much since the season has started. And it's really important to know that. Really important, because that says, hey, the market says these are the most in-demand players, so they are the most liquid cards, and they're the cards the market wants, is the most hyped about, is the most liquid, is the most wanting to sell. Like the market wants those cards to go up. So it's really important. Investing in those players can typically be the safest, yet have compared to the ratio, really good upside. So we're going to dive into that, go through the top 5. First, I want to remind you of the Sports Card Society, where almost every day I send a exclusive video outlining a sports card investment that I'm making and all of my reasoning and research as to why. And we've been doing pretty good with that. Back in October, I was recommending Nikola Jokic, PSA 10. We were getting that for about $350 to $400. The last one sold for $995. I was also recommending the John Morant courtside PSA 10. We were getting that for about $650, $700. Latest one of that sold for about $2,000, so that's pretty solid. Link for that's in the description. It's only $9.99 a month. Plus, you get 20-day PSA grading for just $25. If you go on the PSA website, you'll see that they offer 25-day grading for $50. So which do you want? 20-day grading for just $25 or 25-day grading for $50, right? Pretty obvious to me. And then, of course, you can message me too. Members of the site get to actually message me through email and Instagram, and I respond. So, some message me more than others. But you're able to message me too. It's only $9.99 a month, and you can cancel any time and refund it if you don't even like it. But anyways, so that's that. Give this video a like. Go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate all of that. I try to come out with a video about every day, outlining something. So there's a lot to keep up on, because every day you got to be paying attention to this stuff. All right, let's dive in. First day. So I'm in the Market Movers tool. What I did is I went to the sales volume by player. There's all kinds of things I could do. I could do price movements by player, price movements by card, sales volume by card, and a lot of other options here. But what I've done is I've gone in here and pulled that up, the sales volume by player, and I went to the last 14 days. By the way, this is the Market Movers tool. I put the link in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. Highly recommend that first year, because you save a lot more money just doing that. And if you are planning on actually investing in sports cards longer than like this week, you need something like this. And I just don't know of a better tool out there than this one. But you need something that can visualize and put together all this data for you, because it's just too many numbers to keep track of. Plus, let me look at that. Sales volume by player. Boom. That's just... You know how long it would take you to dig that up on eBay and 130 point? I don't even know. It'd be crazy. All right, let's dive in. Ja. Number 1, 2,846 sales in the last 14 days. Let's pull up his Prism PSA 10. Where is she at? Where is she at? And Ja, that doesn't surprise me. I don't know if he would have been my first guess, but he would have been one of my first guesses. I can just click this button here. It's going to pull up his chart. Yeah, buddy, show me the Ja chart. By the way, I'm just taking a quick break during the Titans-Ravens game. And it looks good so far. Looks good so far. I forget about playoff football on the weekend. It's so fun. The super wild card weekend, having 6 games, I see the point now, because you get a morning game, an afternoon game, and an evening game. Like, okay, on Saturday and Sunday, this has been one of my favorite. Granted, I'm a Vikings fan. They weren't in the playoffs. They suck. But from just a pure viewer perspective, I've been really liking watching them. My lady's looking for me in my little studio recording. Hopefully she doesn't bust in on the video. Anyways, so Ja, he was going back here around $400 in October, which I was definitely buying and recommending my society. Then he had a nice little spike here on the first day of preseason, and then of course when the season started, he looked really good. He put up a 40 burger and got up to around $800, but then he got hurt. He's been going down. So this is a card that I've been recommending still buying, because I believe in Ja, and I think that when he comes back, he'll look really good again. Although I was hoping the Grizzlies would have a better record than they have, because they would just help the cards that much more. And I'll show you why that really matters in a second. I mean, obviously, you probably know that matters, but I'll show you some evidence as to how that matters. Zion is number 2. He sold 2,802 cards. Let's pull up his Prism Pizza 10. All right. That's a base raw. Why don't I pull up the raw? Because the sales on those can vary so much. First of all, let's go to eBay here quick. Click this button. It does this refined search for me, so pull them up. 680 for the bids, 750. I can buy it now. So that's definitely gone down since the beginning of the season. I know that already. Let's pull up this chart. Mark Mover's just, do you see how this just saves so much time? Like being able to do this and just click these buttons. I can go in here and I can choose any player I want. I can choose any set I want. I choose multiple players, multiple sets, multiple variations, multiple grades. Just I don't want to throw too much on here because I think it's kind of hard to read the chart with so many damn things on it once. But anyway, so back here he was going for around 500-ish bucks, and he got up to a height of about $1,000 and he's been going down because he hasn't been living up to this insane hype. This was not a card, not a player that I was recommending to my society. I mean, I could have, I guess, because there's a nice gain there. I don't believe in him. And there's so many of these damn cards. I mean, it would have been a good buy if you bought it back here in October, which is when I was buying a lot of cards, more than today. But, nice game, but then it's like, when do you sell? I probably would have sold here. So I'm like, all right, good. Because it's just ridiculous to me. Trey's never gotten up this high. Trey's done a hell of a lot more than Zion ever has. All right, that's what I got for you there. Let's go to the next card. Who do you think number 3 is? Comment below. I'll give you time. Maybe not that much time. It's Trey. But look at a whole 1,000 less cards than Zion. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. But there's less of his cards too, because they made less cards in 2018 than they did in 2019 than they did in 2020. 2018, 2019. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's pull up this Pissa 10. Where you at, Doc? Where you at? Did I pass already? There it is. Yeah, I passed it. Boom. Pull it up. Pull it up, boy. Now this is a different looking chart, huh? Because you could see that people were really hyped about him because this is late November, gets up to a peak and then down. So I was buying a lot of Trey here. I'm certainly recommending it to my society, and I did again here because I was like, this is ridiculous. He's gonna go when the season starts. He's gonna go up even more than he did when the season wasn't even going. And then he got up to a high of about 800. I'm still holding him. Like I haven't sold any because I just really like Trae Young and I actually do believe in him, and I think the best for him is yet to come. Although I hope the Hawks start winning more games because they've been on a bit of a losing streak, hence the dip here. This is something that I show you that matters. And he's been doing good. I think he's been scoring a little less than usual the past week or so. So all that combined has made his cards dip a bit. That makes sense to me. But I'll show you, in our last example is where I'll show you the biggest example, I think, of why the team matters in terms of in-season and making the cards go up, boy. Trey. Next one, who do you think it is? It's Bronny. Bron. 1,800. I'm not going to really pull up any of his cards probably because I'm not going to go through 228 cards to find one to pull up. There's these modern ones. But this is the Bron for you. Ooh, we can pull this one up. Let's pull this one up. It's gone up. This is an actual rookie here. Topps Chrome, one of his coveted. It's not a 10, but it's a 9, and that's still a pretty rare card. Let's see what the pop count is on it. That's another thing. Market Movers will show me that. 2,428 of this card. And this is probably his most coveted. And for your non-crazy short print cards, this is his most coveted. For some reason, there was a big spike there. Oh, that was a good time to buy Bronny when it got down to 3. Because look, one sold for almost 6, and it's just going to keep going up. PSA 9, the 10's going for I think 18 grand. Let's pull that up quick. Let's look at the 10. It's so nice to be able to just do that. Yeah, she got up to about 18 grand. Yeah, could have got it back here for under 10. That was a good buy because it got up to 15 before that. It got up to 15 back here a little bit before that, I believe. Great card. Great card. You can tell this actually wouldn't be a 10 either, because look at that border, the thickness compared to that one. So the centering is off. All right, our last guy. Who do you think it's going to be? By the way, give this video a like if you're still watching. I really appreciate it. And go ahead and give it a sub, because I got all kinds of fire content coming out all the time. Yeah. Luka. Let's pull up his Pissa 10. Rook. It's gone down 4.4% in the last 2 weeks. Luka, in season. Interesting. Now, this is my example of why a team matters. Because he's been doing pretty good. He's been doing pretty good. I don't think he's been, because people already have such a high expectation of him that it's hard to like blow their minds. Although the other night he had a 30-point triple-double. So that might have caused this little spike here. But he got up to a high when the season started of about $2,000. But look at that. Over 15,000 of these suckers. Come on, man. Come on. Now, with that being said, buying his silver or buying a colored version of this is a much better longer-term investment because it's just such a more rare card. Luka, he may have a wonderful career, but this card number is going to keep going up, and you just can't expect a card with this kind of population to have a long-term value. Okay, so buy the colors if you can, although they are not affordable for everybody. Although they are a great investment. So if you got the money, put it there instead of, in my opinion, instead of most things. All right, that's what I got for you today. Those were the top 5 people. All the links are in the description. Ja, Zion, Trey, LeBron, Luka, in that order. Justin Herbert down here. I could have sorted it by basketball players, but I knew that the top raising cards were going to be basketball cards, so I didn't even bother to do it because I could just select basketball. But anyways, all the links are in the description. Just join the society down below. Get the Market Movers tool. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off. That link is also in the description. Give the video a like. Appreciate it. I really do. And go ahead and subscribe because you want to get alerted of videos like this coming out. I think the next video I'm going to do is sales volume by card. So it's going to pull out like what specific Ja card sold the most, what specific Zion card sold the most, or what specific card in the overall market. It might not be any of these guys, believe it or not. So that's probably going to be my next video. So subscribe so you can get notified of that stuff before everybody else. Stay classy. You're awesome.